was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up 'cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson, 'cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side.
The ever-present rain of winter has reminded me of the changing nature of the seasons and the seasonal qualities in our own lives. Ecclesiastes 3 allows us to reflect on how both the joyful and challenging times are both fleeting in comparison to eternity. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest. Over the past couple of years, I've been in a season of building. I've been working, learning, growing, and saving, listening to God's voice, plan, and purpose for the rest of my life. This season's been hard and stressful, and some days it feels like it will never end, and that I'm no closer to living the life of my dreams than I was 3 years ago. But I know deep down that this season of hard work and sowing is laying a solid foundation for all the good things that are yet to come. When I plant a seed, it stays hidden and safe in the dirt. I don't know what's happening beneath the surface, but I do know that if I nurture that seed and give it the right conditions, that something's going to grow. These 3 years have been that growing season, but the season of harvest is right around the corner. If you're like me and are feeling tired, stressed and sad and worried that you're never going to achieve your goals, take heart. You don't know what's growing beneath the surface, and the time to harvest the fruits of your labor may be right around the corner.
So I actually realized I've kind of been doing composting all wrong. My compost needs to be a balance of carbon and nitrogen, and mine was actually too nitrogen rich. As you can see, I've got heaps of vegetable scraps in there, but I've started adding a carbon layer as well with paper, cardboard and dried leaves, and that nice balance will help it to break down better and form better compost. Time for a little reading update. I literally just finished this one last night, The Family Next Door by Sally Hepworth. I started off kind of not liking it, and then I ended up not minding it so much, but I probably wouldn't read it again. And then I'm currently reading these two, and I honestly can't say I'm big fans of either of them as well, which is really sad because I like having things that I'm super into. So we've got Dissolve by Nikki Gamel, and it is a memoir, and it's told in second person, which I think is quite unusual. And it's basically the challenges of her trying to come into her own as a writer in a male-dominated industry. And then we've also got The More of Less by Joshua Becker, which is about minimalism, his journey into minimalism, and how you can kind of start that for your own life. And there are bits and pieces of this that I don't mind, but obviously I've been going on my own minimalist journey for the last couple of years, so I'm kind of not new to that sort of lifestyle, and I think this would probably be better for those that are kind of just starting. So those are the 3 books I've been reading lately, but I might just take you guys into my study because I did want to share some of my favorite sort of cozy winter time reading books, since we are doing like a little bit more of a cozy day vlog. So we're back in my lovely little book chats corner, and these are some of the books that I would like to read in the winter time. Just imagine it is a dreary, chilly winter's day and you're curled up on the lounge with a throw blanket and a cuppa and a good book in hand. These are some of the uplifting ones that I would be reading. 2 that are kind of very similar sort of line. I've got the little book of Hugo, The Danish Way to Live Well, and then also Legom, The Swedish Art of Balanced Living. These ones are really just cute and uplifting with cozy pictures throughout, and I really feel like create that warm vibe. And a similar vein, I've also got Seeking Slow, Reclaim Moments of Calm in Your Day. If you just want just something quick, easy and happy and uplifting, I feel like those are good ones to read to get all cozy. For a little bit of romance vibes, I would love One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is not necessarily my favorite one by her. My favorite, I'd say, would be After I Do, but I have lent that to my mum to read. This might be like maybe my second favorite. So just something, you know, romantic, uplifting, just to give you those good vibes on a cold winter day. And then also I would put on the list Where the Crawdads Sing. Initially I was a bit iffy about this when I first read it, but I really did end up loving it. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I am keen to watch it at some point. And I definitely recommend that one to anyone. It's a little bit of romance, a little bit of drama, a little bit of crime as well. So basically all the things I love. And then for 2 non-fictions, I've got Rhythms of Renewal by Rebecca Lyons, Trading Stress and Anxiety for a Life of Peace and Purpose, which definitely sounds like what I need at the moment. So if you're getting those, you know, stress, busy, chaos vibes and want to slow down and live a more slow and intentional life, this one is really good. And it's also got that Christian perspective as well, which is definitely up my alley, but may not be for everyone. I understand that. And then my last one, it's Cupcakes and Cashmere by Emily Schumann, a guide for defining your style, reinventing your space and entertaining with ease. And this is just one of those sort of positive, uplifting, full of pink and color and inspiring vibes that I just always come back to. And I might not read it cover to cover, but I might just sort of flick through and it'll give me some ideas for home decor, style, and just different seasonal type things. And I love like just anything super seasonal just is very, I don't know, festive and uplifting. So those are my cozy vibe books if you are after something just to feel like a little bit warm and uplifting during a dreary day.
California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm at night. No, I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not.
I don't think that's going to stay there. No, I don't think it's going to stay there either. I'm here with Shale. We're going to head over and watch Dave play soccer. Thankfully, it's a sunny Saturday, so we can just sit out and enjoy the winter's sun and hopefully get a win. Come on, Nikki. Hey, in your bed. Come on, man. In your bed. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay. Good boy. I'm back from the game. They did end up winning and Shale has headed back down the coast, and it has once again started raining here. It's actually been raining literally the whole week, which it's been quite a rainy winter, so very dreary vibe. So I'm trying to cozy it up this afternoon and make some whole food blondies. I picked this up from Woolies when I went grocery shopping last week, and it's by Mount Elephant. I've not tried them before, and they're almond flour and dark chocolate. So I'm going to give these a go. I've got the heater going and a few clothes on the little inside clothesline because they got wet outside. Mac's in, chilling out right there. And I think we'll just settle down, have a cuppa, watch a movie, and have some yummy afternoon snack. Dave's out in the lounge room watching a little bit of Seinfeld, and I just finished my reading. I did a couple of chapters of one book and just one chapter of the other, and I've really been enjoying my routine or ritual of reading every night before bedtime. I just find it super relaxing and like a nice way to unwind, and I just also find it a lot more productive and beneficial creatively and intellectually, rather than just sitting in front of the TV for hours on end. But now I'm going to dim the lights and put on a little bit of a meditation, and rather than just sit still and do the breathing, I'm actually going to be doing some stretching while I'm listening to the meditation, because I just find that to also be beneficial physically as well after a day of doing chores around the house, or even if it's a day of me just sitting still. I do find that unless I'm stretching, I have a tendency to get quite stiff and sore, particularly around my hips and lower back area. And if you are sort of feeling the same thing and find that you're not doing daily stretching, maybe it's something to try out and see if that benefits you at all. I'm certain that it's not going to hurt in any way, so it's worth giving it a try. But thank you for coming along on this cozy and relaxing winter's day at home, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.